Good morning. So I'm put on to do some sight reading this morning, and that's what I'm going to start with. All right, Lord, bless this live and all the people who join up to help me with this channel, and thank you for your grace to this world. In Jesus' name, amen. This is a beautiful pastoral by Bergmuller, and I'm going to do the first 7, 8, 9 lines. I'm going to see if I can get every pitch right and give you a sense of pastoral. It says dolce cantabile. That was fun. So sometimes it's nice to just start the day by diving into a brand new piece that you've never read before. We've got a lot of activities to do here in the studio. Again, welcome Blocks Fruit and Leonard. Okay, I'm gonna file that back. I might read some more of those next Saturday. Mr. Cat's here. Okay, I've got something to check off from the list of small creative business activities here. All right, the next thing is we are going to listen to a live from yesterday with a certain Italian composer. All right, I do not need to know that I am pretty. I don't want to get vain. All right. But we're going to listen to some beautiful music together, and I'm going to see what was hard for my read yesterday. It's kind of fun because I can go to my channel while I'm live on my channel, I hope. No, lives. Yesterday I did some lives. I think I ended the live with this. I guess I need to open it up again. Actually, I had the metronome on. Now, I've warmed up through several keys. And let's hear. Sometimes I forget what I played. It's not that part. I'm looking for Italian composer, Bianchi. No, that sounds classical. I don't know where it is, but I seem to remember something about the low notes not speaking right away, and the reeds have been adjusting, and so I'm going to see if they're ready to articulate today with the Bianchi. I'm going to get another instrument out for your entertainment and edification. You'll notice it's kind of dark in this room. And I'm hoping to do something later to the studio to fix that, but I thought I would get the more tender stuff out of the way first, because the maintenance is a little rougher on the fingers. You can see what this is. Okay, I've got the PC music. Posture I was working on. Oh. Okay, I have this progress tracker where I wrote down exactly what I was trying to improve. So I'm working on so much music, sometimes it's hard to remember what to fix on one piece. And it's no use to just like start playing notes and then I think it was something about dynamic levels and the low notes speaking and the very high notes speaking. So that would be, I don't have to practice beginning. Maybe I'll practice measures 11 to 23, and then I'll know how this read is today. That'll give you a good enough taste of Bianchi. That's the hard stuff to just start the Saturday with, but I'm gonna do it. Interesting. Okay. So the first thing to fix today's thing, the read sounds great. I forgot A sharp, which is a not very often found note. And the low notes came out fine. Where was it? Okay. A sharp, C, B, F sharp, A, G, B natural, C. I could like take a better breath. I'm trying to work on the posture just to support a big sound. I forgot what the other thing I did wrong was. Mainly I was concerned about the A sharp, but I will not obsess over that A sharp. I'll just play a few A sharps to remind my head what we're doing here. I think it was something about a C sharp. And my teacher used to sometimes say like, well, think of a word while you're practicing it. And the first one that came to me was tomato. Pike. Okay, so I'm going to do this one more time. I'll say to get the A sharp and the B, but I'm going to do a read test just to see like how is the overall reed playing. It seems better than yesterday. All right, that's got to be adjusted. It should spit out a little more sound than that. All right, here's for the A sharps. Perfect. All right, I need to do 9 more times like that. So it's A sharp and relax a little bit for the low notes, good posture. Now we're going to do something somewhat easier to execute early in the morning here. We're going to try another reed. So I would say this one is like 9 out of 10 on articulation. That's Sunday stuff. I'm going to do a live tomorrow as well, but tomorrow's is going to be at the end of the day, 7 o'clock. I decided I'm going to just take a rest Saturday night to Sunday night, and then Sunday night I'll get back at it. I have a new video coming out on practice journals, which I'm using my practice journal today, so I feel that's smart. And I'm even incorporating it in the business elements of like fix up the studio, get ready for the students, take the dangerous things away from the students. We're going to try the other reed. Did you guys have a good week? I wish I could say something in Russian, but I will say da. All right. This is the older reed, but it is not the good reed. So I'm going to make a note of that. I'm thinking all right, this is a nice helper. We're going to see if this one is sharp or flat. smaller. It's a little bit flat. Now, Mozart. Okay, this one, Mozart. And this one. I can find it quicker. Over here. We cannot see. Okay, it's getting better. Okay, I'm excited. That's getting to more elegant sounding. I've got it at 112, cooking. All right, the next activity is part of the business plan, which is we need light in here. And I have a light, but it looks bad right now. So we're gonna go on a field trip. It looks not only bad, but dangerous. So that delicate stuff is done. And now I'm gonna put the reed over here. There you can see the reed. And we're gonna put the bassoon away. And I hope to get more light in this room by making some improvements, which is turning on this light. And going, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I have a business and a home business, and often the two connect to each other in odd ways. So now that I'm going back outside to, I left sheets out on the, this is just terrible. Wait a minute. No, this is not my fault. My children did this. Okay. So we need to hold this door open. Thankfully, there's no bugs right now. I wish there was a thing to hold it. There's a rock. Use this rock. I'm gonna check and see how long this is taking me. All right, here we go. Watch the rock. Okay. This, I better put the phone down because then I'll break the phone. That's a big business expense. Here we go.
Mama! What are you doing?
I'm teaching a business lesson live online.
Oh my goodness. Do you need help? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you want to move this inside?
You've got your butt on the live now. I'm moving it in. Let's duck it down a little bit. And then we're going to put this up, so we'll put the light on this rather than the tree. I think
So we can stand up.
but we got to get it into that closet.
Wait into that closet.
Huh? Because we won't be able to open the closet like that, so maybe we should put the ladder over here. Okay, we have the ladder in. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to open it because this is also not straightforward.
Oh, move it sideways?
And then, okay. Whoa. I don't know if that's the ultimate solution, but it works for now. Maybe I should put the tree under, maybe I'll put the tree in front of the light. Is that more natural? Like it, if put a like on there if you think that's better. Okay, I did something. Next is Psalm 3. We're going to create a structure. That is a composition of mine. And we're going to do this. We need some sheet music. Okay, we'll go over to the desk. Not here. It's not there. You would be surprised how classical music gets made in so many scenarios. I teach about some of it in a class called Music Appreciation. And we're going to talk about Haydn this week. And he got, for a long time, to compose with the patronage of a prince in Esterhazy. But it wasn't ideal because the prince was very controlling. He wouldn't let him talk to his friends or have any summer vacation. Okay, so this is the music. And I think the best thing to do here, I have a student I'm working, very good composing student who I'm working with. And I'm going to, his mom was very kind and downloaded one of my compositions, but she got the one that was for bassoon and piano rather than one that was for piano and voice. So I'm gonna get her the right version here. And this is the problem with like downloading music. Like if it's paper, you get the right one. So look up Psalm 3. Okay. This seems to match what I have. And one way, if you're composing and you want to make sure like your versions are matching, just count the measure numbers, because that is something that gets messed up. Oh, the light is blinking. That was the thing I was trying to avoid. Okay, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 measures. I think this is the right one, so I'm just going to print it. Okay. So how to make this a little composition game for my student. 82, 93, 94, 95. Oh no, this is not the right one. Why are so many things not right? I know it's because of sin in the world and many unfortunate circumstances. Yeah, I've got it. Let's see. Okay, we have something to work with. His lesson is not till Wednesday, so I feel I'm getting sufficiently ahead. Lots of little details go into teaching. I'm going to turn this light off. I don't even know why that light is doing that thing. It's very dark in here. I probably could just paint the walls white, and then I wouldn't have this problem. But painting is a lot of work and a lot of time. Yay. Okay, so those. Call to the Lord. So you can see I'm just putting markings on here like fermatas. He's going to fill those fermatas in with improvisation. No, this is not the way to do it. I'm not doing it this way. Forget it. I'm going to use a photocopier. I'm just going to go to a photocopy machine. Okay. I made that decision. I'm happy with it. Sorry. It is hard to plan how to help people sometimes. Copy. Yay. All right, what's next in the practice planner? That was hard. I feel like I didn't really make the game of it, but he had ideas on there that he wrote down, so I think we'll probably work on that in the lesson. All right, Jean-Pierre we did, Mozart we made it a little more elegant, we fixed the light. We'll go with the structure we had. Listen, MP3. Ah, this is another interesting composer's situation. I'm going to email myself a little taste of Psalm 55 and going through all 150 Psalms. I have a verse that's very special to me that I reference in the channel, which is, "My heart is steadfast, O God. I will sing and make music with all my soul." And God kind of set me on a task of creating classical art music to go with every single psalm. So it's not just a very simple chord structure, but it's something where different colors and skill levels are going to be incorporated for His glory, either to use at home or in the church. And I've gotten up to Psalm 62. So that's pretty good. Out of 150, I'm more than a third there. And I have people helping me. But sometimes they want things like MP3s. So let's see where I downloaded it, and if I find it, I'll play it for you. Downloads. Recent. I think I put it in a folder called Community Concerts. Yes, it's here. Okay, and then when I attach it to, we're gonna put it in a Facebook message. That's the easiest way to do this. So I'm gonna send it to the singer in a Facebook message, and then we're gonna listen to it for 5 minutes just for the fun. So we got, this one is listen, and the other one is, what else is she singing with us? Listen is the harder one, and then Psalm 62. Why does it not want to go in there? Get in there. Okay, so that's listen, and then Psalm 62. Well, I'm just going to go out on a limb and give her both of them, even though it always feels like not quite perfect. My Salvation, Psalm 62, I will ever sing. Let's try this one. We're going to export this as a MP3, export as MP3. I love using MuseScore, except when I don't understand what it's doing or where it's being saved. I do know this is a community concert we get to do for Maker's Day at the library, so I'm happy about that. That's what I'll be doing. We'll be very close to getting ready to do next week. All right, so now is that in there? Yes. Okay. I know nobody's there. Well, maybe one person's there, but I'm so happy. And I'm going to play for you a little of the audio for the concert next week, but we'll get to do it live with like real instruments. But here is... Okay, so that's one of my compositions, and the other one we're going to do is... Does anyone recognize that? It makes me laugh. Okay. I don't know, I'm gonna blame it on the MIDI. When I hear it with real instruments, it sounds a lot nicer. Okay, that's good for learning music and doing concerts and getting photocopies done. I could put this ripped up paper in the garbage. So one thing about having a music business is you have to make choices. You get to make a lot of choices. And one choice I've made is to prioritize my family and my friends and Melodies. I actually have a friend named Melody. And now we've done what we could for listen. And we're getting on to the part where we're actually going to get into some reads. Yay. So how long should it take me to do wrapping in the first 3 of the read? I think, let's see if it takes me 14 minutes. So this is something along the lines of Maker's Day, where we're actually making a reed out of a piece of cane. And it started out like this. I wish my singer could just hop on here live and I would explain it to her. All right, this is the one. When you work with MuseScore, at least the version that I have, it does not pronounce words in electronic voice like I guess AI can do now. Maybe the current MuseScore does it, but mine just has so I'm not really sure how to answer the question, is that the instrumental lines? Because it's 3 instrumental parts and 3 vocal lines on one. No, 2 instrumental parts and 3 vocal lines on one. And the other has 1 vocal line and 2 instrumental parts, which is going to be too much, but maybe we'll just take out some of the instruments. I need string for this. And this is the way I like to do it now. If I can remember, I will show my current batch of bassoon students how to do it. Yeah, this makes me think I should just share this to the Double Read channel. Okay, so I just shared that to my Facebook page because I thought I wanted to share it to the bassoon page, because I'm sure some of those 22,000 bassoonists do not know how to make reeds yet. And this is one part that was looking kind of messy to me before, and God brought back to mind how to actually do it. All right, Lord, bring some more people out here, because there's many people up making stuff and doing stuff this morning that might enjoy seeing what I'm doing and hearing about it. Oh, this is going to be a lovely read. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this one. It looks pretty. Now, I'm gonna create the budget for the studio, and I think I'm gonna create, I'm not sure what the best deal is on nail polish, but that's what I use to get this to be watertight. And then there's a little lip right here. So learning how to I hold this for the best. It's kind of fun to practice. Right, the wrapping up of stuff is hard. Okay, so I want a loop here. Don't unwrap. Here, I finally have the loop. I'm gonna have to see if somebody smarter than me has already done a video showing this process. Right, so I am going to prioritize the moving on from this process. And there we go. Okay, it's straightened up. There's nobody who's going to play with these sharp things sticking out. That's scary. So it's fun for me to sit here on YouTube, even, welcome to the new person listening. I feel that by speaking and not speaking to myself, speaking to whoever's here and whoever might tune in if I make the live or live, not private but public, is I get ideas while I'm talking. I'm not a true external processor, but it does help me a bit not to get too caught up. And now I'm realizing that there is a music store down the street from me that I could put a poster up about Usually I go down there for like International Make Music Day, but this weekend I could go down there to put a poster up about playing for Maker's Day at the downtown library. And that would be interesting to new folks. I mean, of course, I could just post it on social media, but there's so many things out there. You just feel like, are people really going to look at this? But I just need to pray that people get the benefit of what I do, whether I see it immediately or not. Like, somebody sent me a video link to one of the Psalms at, I think it's Psalm 107, and it was by Wendell Kimbrough saying, your labor is not in vain, your labor is not in vain. Often it seems our labor is in vain. No one is paying attention. We are being hidden and discouraged by evil voices. But we don't see the whole scenario. And we know that, but we forget it. So we say it out loud. We keep working. Eventually, our work is going to come to something. And it will be judged. Usually, I read a scripture verse that's written in the Jean Pierre. And it'd be cute of me to like, what if I wrote up all those scripture verses on little stickers and let people put them in their etude books? I'm not sure that everybody practices like me the same warm-up etudes all the time. I know at least my flute player friend does. So there we've got that. Oh, this is so sweet. Okay, it seems like there's nobody there, but somebody may listen later. And I forgot to read this verse that I meditate on for Saturday's warm-up, which is, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. And I wrote a reflection down there, here, saying it will endure. And that's neat because this week I'm going to focus on love as a virtue. So most people get into music because they love it. And then it gets a little bit hard. And sometimes they have to redo their plans. I remember using the tuner for this read a little bit ago. And I'm happy to say, even though music is such a precarious profession, I went to CCM in Cincinnati, and I had at least 3 roommates that I was really close to, and we were all quite nervous, like, how long will we get to keep playing music for? And everybody has been able to continue. Hey. Wow. This is my longest live ever. It's a marathon. Okay. What's going on here? We're going to set up a budget for the business. October budget. So, two. I need to get that out of there. What is the total expenses? All right, this looks like was about I'm just going to estimate here. 60, 70, 88, 94. And that we only actually did 10 on that. 94, 104. So 105 without the salary stuff. And I think I put somewhere on this Google Drive what I wanted to buy in October. Now I realize probably the reason why many people are not watching this live is that I tagged it as a business thing, and probably a lot of people are frantically like doing their own small businesses. Saturday morning, people doing many, many things, either to rest or to try to grow something. So maybe I'll listen later. September. That's not on that. I wonder if it should be like under expenses, like just planning the expenses, or their salary, their budget. It's a lot of tabs here. Current student master. Expenses. It's probably about expenses. All right, I've got to wrap up now. All right, I hope whoever listens to it enjoyed it.